Support WrestleTalk!
Donate on Patreon. A possible wrestler injury, a bad day for Rusev days, and did anything else happen? Oh yeah, and we've got a new WWE champion. I'm Ollie Davis and this is the 7th of November 2017 edition of Smackdown Live in about 4 minutes. Shane McMahon opened Smackdown with his usual "here's what we've got tonight, folks" shtick, repeating the same match information that Tom Phillips just told us several minutes before. After finally showing concern for Daniel Bryan being taken out on Raw about a week too late, Shane then celebrated the previous night's Under Siege Part 2 with the New Day and a bootay shake. To their credit, WWE are really pulling off SmackDown stars being heels on Raw and baby faces on Tuesday nights. This brought out Sami, Zayn and Kevin Owens, who were not fans of McMahon's awkward dad twerking, and criticised Shane for overtly favouring the good guys, presumably foreshadowing KO and Sami turning on Team SmackDown at Survivor Series. This led to Shane booking Sami vs Kofi Kingston, which was a decent TV match with the respective faction members at ringside. Sadly, Kofi won clean with a crossbody off the top rope, when Sami would really benefit from going over, still early in his new heel run. The Bludgeon brothers destroyed another camera. Today was not a good Rusev day. That the Bulgarian Brutes Team SmackDown qualifying match went from AJ Styles to the already qualified and obviously not going to lose Randy Orton was never a good sign. And despite another excellent rendition of Rusev Day from Aiden English, Orton won with an RKO from in a match that should have happened way back in June after the Women's Money in the Bank match. The first ever Women's Money in the Bank winner, James Ellsworth, took on Becky Lynch in a rare WWE intergender match. Which means women's division, come on everybody out here, it's your one proper segment on the show again, so we need you all in here for lumberjacks. I rather enjoyed the match's broad comedy, with Becky really getting over her technical skill. Ellsworth tapped to the disarmer and then got super kicked by Carmella. With all the recent WWE releases, that's rather worrying for the chin. Presumably upon realizing all WWE's champions are heels now, Shane then booked Natalya versus Charlotte for the women's title next week. The tag team championship match ended rather suddenly when Chad Gable, continuing American Beta's slowly building heel shtick, took out Jimmy Uso's leg on the outside and then hid under the ring, causing the Usos to lose via countout. Hopefully this was because the late edition of Styles vs Jinder in the main event bumped whatever time they originally had planned, rather than an actual injury for Jimmy Uso, which is what live reports from PW Torch fear, as after the bell, Jay just sat in the same spot. The lights dropped to black before he was carried out. The main event of AJ Styles vs Jinder Mahal for the WWE Championship was built throughout the night, with them delivering promos looking straight into the camera for SmackDown's cold open. Promos straight into the camera, Swaff Nation! It was glorious! And Styles later promising he'll beat both Jinder and Brock to become the one who has the spirits of 5 animals within his soul. A dog, woof, an eagle, a tiger, a bull, and a dolphin. He is the Beastmaster! And AJ delivered on the first part of his promise, defeating Jinder Mahal. After 170 days, the Maharaja's reign is over, and AJ Styles is our new WWE champion. The two had a really good match, with AJ's brilliantly subtle selling of his knee, Styles absolutely annihilating the Singh brothers, and a series of fantastic near falls. An updated Survivor Series graphic ran almost immediately after the finish, now showing Styles versus Brock Lesnar for the main event. So that was this week's Smackdown Live in about 4 minutes. Here's the usual ratings recap from top to bottom. Smack damn, smacktastic, smack bang in the middle, Ellsworthy, and that's the last time I take a leaked WWE poster as confirmation of anything. I'll reveal my score very shortly, but first, vote in the poll above my head to give yours. I'll announce the results in tomorrow's WrestleTalk news. AJ's title win was a fantastic ending for SmackDown. The first title change on the brand's TV in 14 15 years. The rest of the show, however, was rather average. The Shane McMahon opening promos have become a formulaic chore, the Rusev versus Orton and tag team bouts were inconsequential, and the women's division continues to be an afterthought. But sometimes it's all about the finish. So this week's SmackDown is smacktastic. WWE apparently had no idea about Chris Jericho's shock New Japan announcement. And who debuted on this week's Raw? Click the videos to the left to find out, press subscribe and support WrestleTalk, order issue 1 of the WrestleTalk magazine. I've been Ollie Davis and that was wrestling.